been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
Got a two-tongue weight from my hairline to my backbone, and it's dragging me around, but I don't listen. All your critics on red, mind your own business. That's right. Better run red lights. Now watch me fly. To my left, devil to my right, we're going down. Hit the road, Jack, won't come back, no. You can sign me. Made a devil in my head, now here's to the cheaters. Hey, 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 all you critics on land. This one's on me, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Got an engine to my left, down to my right. We're going down. Little white light, I got these ties. Those who survive know the one more time. Forth and back, just like that. What comes around goes around, my man. Say hey, hey, say hey, hey. Forth and back, and just like that, you're going down for heaven's gate.
test. A test.
Don't look down,
This is a test. This is still a test. This continues to be a test.
don't look down.
Oh crap, it works. Didn't think it worked on this screen.
No gravity when you're with me.
11:05, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane, and I'm the resident idiot tonight. Thank you so much for taking the time for being here. If you can, if you don't mind, do our friend Elvis a favor here.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
It really helps the channel out. But a small channel, very small.
Tiny, very little.
With your help, we can get
A little bit bigger.
a little bit, not too big. Don't want to go doing crazy crap. Good Lord. There's a lot of drama in crypto. Not trying to go that route. Guys, altcoins be popping off. We're going to take a look at some altcoins tonight, as well as anything that you guys want to take a look at. Right now, I just want you to take a look at this little 4-letter word I got up in there, the screen up there. I'm trying not to get in trouble for it, because if you use that 4-letter word in certain places, hey, I'm just saying. They're known to give discounts, like 10% discounts, like for real, like for a Tangent wallet. Like if you've been eyeballing the Tangent wallet, like the old one or the new set, which I have not unboxed yet. Gosh darn it, I'm behind. Save 10% with that discount code, dog. How you feel about your altcoins now, huh? How you feel about AVAX now, huh? $32? Didn't look like it's going to do it, did it? Back when it was like, what? Wasn't it $8? Something crazy? Let me come over here and let's check out the chat. How's it going, Grizz? We got Straight in the house whatsoever. How's it going, everybody? Haven's here. Never owned a jacket that fancy yet. But they're not that expensive, really. I think they're cheaper than the actual nicer ones I've had to buy in the past. I mean, like for work and stuff. It sounded a little Beetlejuice at first. Guys, welcome to the show. Earlier today, we went over a lot of the setups that we posted over, or that I posted over on the Telegram group. A lot of things that look like they're getting ready to do something. A lot of things that, you know, we've had that have done something and might look for a place to add to that something for a little more something. We're kind of in those places of the market right now. There's some new coins coming out, starting to get some attention. Are they worth it? Are they just a fly-by-night, seat in the pants kind of fly-by-the... however that saying goes. A flash in the pan? A lot of times they are. Some things go up, some things go down. Right now, Total 3 just keeps going up every hour, going up. Another couple billion come in every hour into these altcoins. That's why I'm smiling. It makes me smile. I would smile more if my Tangent Wallet app would display my total. That's kind of how I gotta gauge things. Get the feel, just judging my portfolio value. because that's how it affects me. Let's come over here to the daily for total 3 and just look at that big, gorgeous green candle. That stand was blue on your screen watching me. If you're watching the Christmas tree candles, well, now it's switched up on us. Maybe it's a time thing. But big, nice candle earlier today, right? Nice. That's just a lot of green and a lot of money coming into the market here. Haven says, are they voting on BTC Trust to cancel ordinals or not? I don't know. I don't, that's interesting. That's going to be interesting right there. They need to make the right steps. But who are they to decide anything? If it's a decentralized, I mean, you know, it's really up to the consensus of the miners to implement the software, whether it goes through or not, whatever that they decide to try to do. It's going to be an interesting play. I don't know. I think ordinals can do fine as a layer 2 or on a layer 2. I don't know much about them, so I really am not at much liberty to speak. I think it's fascinating that they're doing that. We don't want anything that's going to bog down Bitcoin. I think they're afraid that that's what's going to happen. It's going to, you know, kind of fill up all the blocks, but that's kind of good for the miners. Eventually, there's not going to be a mining reward for Bitcoin. It's going to keep going down and down to where it's not as feasible. And at some point, they're going to depend on rewards to kind of make up that loss, to make it feasible to have all these big mining companies and even the hobby miners, right? Interesting play. I don't know. But I do know Ordinals is one that, man, I wish I'd stuck with it when I first started playing with it. But I didn't have really a good way to, you know, it's not that easy to come by right now, which is kind of a plus in a way for at least getting more at a, you know, I mean, imagine as it gets more and more available. So total 3 is the money coming in, and we just keep making higher ground. We just cleared another level there. And actually, we just cleared the highest bar for that little level. Next stop that we got to get up to, oh, it's just another 12 billion to come in. Shoot, that might come in this weekend. Don't know. Not a member. How's it going? Happy weekend, my brother. But let's kick this off with good old Bitcoin. Taking a quick look at it. Let's do this on. This is the one I like to follow for the show, anyway. I mean, this is a possible scenario here of a bull flag, right? With a measured move that's a little crazy, little out there, but you know, give or take a little bit. Could get us up to about 51,200. The biggest thing that I'm seeing here, and I think I talked about this earlier today, was that, you know, if you take this trend line that we were following earlier, and you move it up, we kind of get a trend line, get an area of resistance right up here. And, you know, had it back here, back there. So, you know, we could get rejected here. And this is the weekend that's coming up. So it's quite possible that we might. I anticipate mostly for Bitcoin. I would be very surprised to see it otherwise, but you know, I'm not against it. If Bitcoin wants to break out over the weekend, it's kind of unheard of right now, you know, that would be kind of a bullish sign. Not really see that happen. We're usually trading sideways over these weekends, but might be interesting. They usually like to get us at a point where we just don't know exactly what's going to happen. So I could see kind of riding this line, both sides of it sideways this weekend, probably as the coolest play for them to take advantage of most retailers possible. It appears that retail may be coming in on the weekends, maybe, or maybe it's more of a institutional type retail. We can call that a category. Those that are just feeling a little FOMO with all the big news that's starting to come out with Bitcoin and some of the major cryptos. Maybe why we're starting to see some of the more major coins running. See if we can update this on CoinGecko here. How are we doing? Even BNB, see the last 24 hours, 3%. Like ADA got a big rise right there, right? Cardano. It's up 53% for the week. Nice. For a top 10 especially. Dogecoin got a nice rise this week. Avalanche, of course, up $31 right now. Huge. Polkadot. Oh my God. Are you for real? Is this real? Is this right? Polkadot, you just went to 743. You just hit my target? Did you? Polkadot, will you dance with me? Will you skate around the skating ring with me? I think it's the music. It's got to be the music. So a lot of things are looking good, which means that, man, your back should be pumping. You should be happy. So nice. Looky here for the week. What's up? What's up? Oh no, don't leave. Almost closed that site. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's kick this off with a few altcoins, because Bitcoin's just going to trade sideways, which just kind of means with Bitcoin dominance coming down and it going sideways, well, you know, altcoins should like stop getting jiggy with it, you know? They're going to start feeling sexy is what they're going to start feeling. Might have to switch up my music here. Yeah. Give them a little encouragement. Switch up the vibe. My thumbnail has football helmets. Maybe we should have put, I don't know. Some on. All right, guys, if you got any requests for me to take a look at, just throw them in the chat. Your favorite coins, the ones that you like so much. Otherwise, I won't be starting to going over some that I like and some that we're following here on the channel normally. Oh, is that what that is? Haven says fit by. I say, why not? Fit by, baby. Let's take a look at Fit by. Step out. Currently trading at just a little over a penny, 4.6 billion maximum supply. Circulating supply is 2.3 billion, so about half of that out on the market with a market cap of 24 million, making that if everything was out there just flooded, just sold out on the market, put out there, it would take $48 million to keep us at a penny. Just so you know, contract addresses are on BNB Step Network. Oh, cool. And apparently Avalanche. The all-time high was 73 cents 1 year ago. Since then, we're down 98% of that, being 1 penny in all. However you want to do that math, we're down a lot. Quite a bit. A lot. If it goes back up to 70 cents, that would be a nice little 70xer, wouldn't it? Or almost a 69xer? 70, 69x. Well, you know, it's more X than we're probably used to having lately. That might be a little excess. I don't know. But, you know, any X is good X is what I say. Well, I don't know. I guess you could make arguments for all things. Anyway, let's get to the chart. Let's check out the fight. Don't let me get off subject. Oh, good God. Who has got the best chart? Any, meeny, miny, mo. Pick one and let's just freaking go. All right. FitFi daily chart. It is a banging. So a penny is really nice because it hung around 0.003. In that range, it's already done like a 3x on the daily. Nice rounding shape going there to flatten out. Check out the flat part on the tushy. Alright, sound effects suck. Alright, so FitFi. Well, she's definitely at a nice spot. Now, let's see. We gotta pull out and do a little bit of a bigger picture look on this thing. On this guy. Holy McCracken. Oh, yeah. Father Bill McCracken. There we go. That's the line I'm looking for right here. So 3.7 cents, that seems like a little ways away, but we got to get there. We got to. That determines if we're going to be a ranger or if we're going to, what else would you say? If it's just going to range or if it's going to explode, if it's going to excel. An accelerator. Stick with your day job. Get a job. All right, so that's going to be that's a key level I'm looking for right there is 3.8 cents, and that's kind of important. And actually, you know, it wicked up to touch it right there. I find that to be very interesting. Cool that it would do that on the Fibonacci. Makes a wonder if we hit the fib, would we have any relevance? I'm not going to fib the fib. Once you fib the fib, oh man. Time itself starts warping. It gets crazy. Here's something cool. The 9 is crossing the 100 on the 3-day. Oh, that's just good. It's just a good thing. Actually, I did need to fib that. From right there to right here. And it's kind of the same thing. Right now, we're testing the 236 of this particular move, this little section that we're in right now. So we do need to see it get above 0.00109.518. Right where it's touching right now, this very moment in time. I know, it's amazing. Even though in the full hour we are there, we are getting rejected at that certain point, and don't let it discourage you, just keep on trying until they do an injunction and get a restraining order, then you are fine. Once they start talking, the police is like, back off, you know, say no, say, I am sorry, I was just trying to say you look nice today. I don't know what you had on your mind, but that's what I was trying to do, say. But you know, you keep the door yourself. Makes no difference to me. I'm not taking you home. Dude. What is wrong with him? Oh my God. Man, even personality number 4 is sitting there just ready to call it quits, man. We're all just ready to walk out on this cat. But please don't go. All right, so, wow. Nice little turnaround. You see how these things are just kind of flipping over right here? It's the kind of like the fan. If you ever see those ribbon fans, same concept for this when they flip over. We're flipping to the good side. So FitFi, do we ever get a good target for you? I mean, it's got, 2 cents, man. 2.5 cents is where it's going to be trying to go once it gets past where we are now, about 1.1, just right. This little area we're stuck on right now, this little resistance, it may have a little trouble. Now, the lower time frames for this looks like it may be trying to flag out right beneath it. 4 hour looks okay. 1 hour is looking a little beat right now. It may be a little struggle for a little while to get up above there, but just give it some time, and then it will. So let's go ahead and see what kind of move we got. So seriously, right here at 2.5 cents is where I would be shooting for a target. You know, good little take profit. And actually, man, that's a good little moon bag. There's a trade here, believe it or not, with this level. And that's like a 121% gain from right the area where we are now to where we need to go, about 2.5 cents. So, I mean, it's a risky trade, but this is kind of the, you can do that and not get as hurt right now at this part of the market. Can't believe I'm saying that on a freaking weekend. It just doesn't sound right. But, as long as we don't break down below this high that we had over here, that's, what is this, 0.0094? Let's mark that little guy. As long as we don't go down below that, we should be good. So you can definitely, might have to put a bigger stop loss. If you're trying to front run it, if you wait for a bounce, that would be the safe way. Wait for price to come up and then, kind of flag out and go above here. And once it starts moving, jump in. That's the safest way. But I know how you guys are. It's like, hell no, let's go now. I got that bug too. And so for the people with that kind of bug that have not the patience to wait to do this trade properly and buy the book, well then hell, you just gotta set a lower stop loss, baby. Like if you jumped in right now, yeah, you want to set a stop loss below that. That's big though, that's 18, man. You shouldn't be jumping in now, that's why. If price were to come down to this 9.5 cent area, that would be golden. But right now, as it is, I would wait for a retest if you can do that. That way you can set a nice little decent stop loss. And play this to the upside for a nice gain. If you're already in it, I would keep holding this little baby and let it double because that's what it's trying to do. Best thing I can say about the FitFi. A lot of things are doing good right now. Let's take a quick look and see from the ones that we got on our watch list here. What has been popping so much in the last few hours? Seems that, we just mentioned one that blew my mind where it was at. Alex has got a little bounce off of our nice little buy zone right here at 15 cents, working its way up, getting stuck at this 618 area, working its way through that more than likely, hopefully for some more upside. And I got targets up here around 32 cents for Alex. Yeah, she's about to do something. I think a lot of them are about to do something, but I'm looking for some gains out of Alex. From where we are now up to there's about another 75%, so just started cooking. Watching this 4-hour MACD. What we don't want to see is where you do directly up. For to do the little duck lip thing and then fake us out and start going down. I want to see that. I want to see a cross. We got to see that actual cross there, and for things to come up there. So that's what you need to watch out for Alex. Else you may start going down. We don't want it to do that. We don't want it to go down. That's not the game plan we're trying to go with today. Let's move up. You need a little bit more up in your life. Juanita Quita is in the house. Is may all your bags pump on this wonderful night. Well, may your bags pump too, Juanita. How's it going? My back's a little flat. Straight up, man. Your bags should be pumping, man. They all pumping. Everything's pumping. Thanks for pumping. Striga says plenty time. That is true. Hot along. We will continue to cover some of the best coins. They can pump your bags. I'm out there looking for them, following them, trying to keep up with them, and let you guys know. It's catching them before they pump. That's the tricky part. And then, you know, it's easy to see it and just miss it and say, whatever. It's easier to come back and say, damn, I should buy. Yeah, pulling the trigger is a little bit different. Then sometimes it's just, you know, you get that premature trigger problem there. It's just spraying the wall everywhere. I don't know. And, you know, it's like, crypto? Oh, where did my $500 go? something Ninu. Yeah. It got in you, all right. NTX new net. I'm liking this one. I'm liking this one for a new pick. I'm liking this one because I'm really liking this chart. Should we zoom out and show what we're looking at here on new net? There's some other things doing this I was looking at today too, and I know what new, buddy. I don't have Alzheimer's yet. But this main trend line right here, this big old fat red long thing right here that it was riding and bouncing off of. Oh, it fell off of it. Came done, did a little double bottom. Had to go double test that area again. Came back, got above it. Now we broke above this big old fat trend line. We're above it. And, you know, we're finding problems here as expected. At the 618 Fibonacci, that's usually where you find a little resistance. It just happens. This is the place. Well, should I jump in now or should I be taking profits? Well, I would say, considering what I see here on the charts, man, it looks like it's got much more legs to go up. Just looking at this short-termish. Is that a word? Is that why, yes, that's official. Short-termish. The short-termish projection. Or the Proctor scale would put us up probably about 11.4 cents. Well, the measure move is right. The Proctor scale is a bunch of BS, but right there, 11.4 would be a nice little short-term target for someone wanting to play that. That nice little flag pattern from 7 cents is where it started. We're at 8.8, meaning, hey, if the train gets past 8.4 and keeps going, oh, she's going to rock and roll, man. She's going to come up, and I would dare say 14 cents is where I would be looking for NTX. So that's almost a 2x right there. But bear in mind that, you know, there's a couple of measure moves here. We have this one that we can put there at the breakout. Now that we have a breakout, that one says 18.3 cents coming for this little guy. And I mean, if you want to do it, I mean, then do it the way you're supposed to do it. Top Dog Measure Move says we're going to 24.2. I like to make them blue so I know their measure moves. So we've got 3 juicy measure move targets that kind of give, you know, 71% gain Oh, a nice 127% gain. And any of you guys with the big cojones out there, go for that 200% mark. There you go. I likes it. And that's on the daily. What's it look like on the 4 hour for someone that's wanting to try to get in and do this? She's trying to break out of that line right now. So, gosh, we got to go down to the 15 and see what you look. So she's breaking out now. She's saying, "Oh, this is it. This is it right now. I'm about to rock your world right now. Watch me." She is feeling frisky right now, Newnet. Newnet's got the fishnets and she's feeling frisky. We're going to have to change the whole mood for this show. We might have to tone it down. We may have to dim the lights.
Yesterday I lost the battle, trying at all costs, so to keep you, baby. Oh, to keep you, baby.
Jeez.
Now I hurt so bad. All I feel is sad that I lost you, baby. Oh, I lost you, baby.
This is looking sexy. I like this. We are now experiencing the official breakout here. I've not seen the volume. I would like to see some more volume here, though. So she might stumble. May not be that rock hard explosion that we're looking for. But then again, I like the potential for this one. Oh, especially like that. Yes. That big fake out right there. That's nice. Coming back into this trend, that's huge. And then breaking out. I like NTX. I like what I'm seeing here for possibilities. More upside. And yeah, I do like those bigger targets. I like some. Let's put some price points on that. Oh, look. You're a sell, though. You need to be a. It's Remy's in the house. Let's see. It's Remy says, can we do Solana and Cardano and Algo? We sure can.
I miss you, baby. Yeah, I miss you, baby. I said goodbye with tears inside.
Solana has been doing very well. I'm not sure what the news is on it. I have not been keeping up with it, but I can tell you it's got to be good for it to come up and do. We drew this line for a purpose here because we were looking at if it gets up above that high, it'd be safe to take that trade. And that's something that you've got to kind of look at right now with some of these plays and maybe some of these entries at this nice little window that we're in at this point of the market. I know it doesn't happen like this all the time. You just know that. Usually this is risky as hell. Usually this is the one that all the YouTube videos will sucker you into at the height of the market. When you come up to that top, and you know, but the tradition is there. Hey, by the breakout of that last high, is like on the last list of your conservative entries, so conservative that it's now risky. If that makes sense, does that make sense? Because I mean, you're actually kind of technically looking for the retest of that. May not get one yet. Notice we say yet. Meaning that, you know, it can come up and do several things and eventually come down and eventually retest that. I would say she's probably coming, just not yet. Right now, she wants to go up. And, you know, you gotta say, just on the short term, just looking with what the screen is showing me now, we can get that little short-term bull flat. Do I have to draw that? We just copy and pull down. So I'm going to take a measure move right here.
I'll be missing you and your love, your love, your love. When I think of you and the two of us together.
So if you are not in Solana right now, you may be missing it when it gets to $107 because that's where the current target is going from this bull flag. That's where we're headed for at the present moment. I got this line in my way. I've got this line that we just got past. I'm going to get that out of my way. We're going to zoom out because that's usually the best way to play everything is to zoom out and see what's going on. Kind of the same situation we're just looking at. We see recurring themes. Some played out more than others, but some will give you an idea of what may happen. But, you know, this was our main trend line that we had until we didn't, and all hell broke loose in November of 2022 when everything hit the fan. We broke back above that, retested that. We're ready to rock and roll from here. Now, I'm wanting to say that this Fibonacci is probably correct, so I am looking for 163. Believes it or not, out of Solana. Yes, that is the 618 Fibonacci from this swing high to this swing low. Also, eyeballing this area over here. I like this area, $206. I also like this area, $328, but you know, we're getting way ahead of ourselves right now because we're only at $74 right now. It sounds expensive as hell. It's because you saw it at $8 and didn't buy any. I'm just saying. You might be looking at your bags and saying, man, I wish I had had some bigger Solana bags. You're probably saying that about a lot of coins right now. I'm saying it about a lot of coins right now. I'm just looking back and saying, but I knew this was coming, so it's not as bad. It's a nice point in the market to be in, and I remember this so nicely. It's a sweet spot in the market right now. He likes it. What you don't want to do right now is get completely out of anything that you're very seriously holding. Do not make that mistake. I would recommend not selling more than half of whatever those bags are if you're trying to play them, trade them, or roll them over and play all the little gainer games that we try to do. When they work nicely, but when they don't work, you know, sometimes they kick you in the butt. So anything that you give up right now, you may not see again at these juicy prices. And if you do, it may be a little while down the road, and you may have your mind on other things at that time. Just throwing that out there. I like this target right here at 106. And that, I believe, is where we are definitely headed. Do expect a little bit of a bumpy ride here, about $80, 80 to 88, somewhere through there for Solana, but she's ready to rock and roll, baby. Ready to go. Once she gets past $83, $84, 134, 143, it's coming. So Solana looking good. Let's go ahead and move to Cardano.
Time's been moving slowly, so we
Look at that daily candle.
no sleep on each other.
Ooh, wow, Mr. Hoskins. I didn't know you had it in you. Let's measure that little baby. Well, that thing is 55%. My, that looks a bit larger than normal. Hey. Let's not make this so Disney. Let's not make it so Netflix. All right, so Cardano. You gotta get above that 90 cent level, baby. So we gotta work on 90 cents, and My gosh, that sounds crazy to think about $2.01. Crazy to think about $2.50. Crazy as all get out, as all Hades. That means hell. To think of it going to 391, but the chart does suggest that yeah, mofo, we ain't gonna do that. Because Mr. Hosky's swinging a big one today. Look at that, man. We topped out above this high right here. That was 46 cents, man. We nailed that. That support resistance area, screw that. We already targeted out the other one above it. I mean, not playing any games right here. That's a hellacious move. That's a hellacious. Moving averages are saying, yeah, baby, this is how we roll. 100 crossing over the 200 right now. So, great. That's absolutely bullish. Do note that when you get that, a lot of times expect a pullback. Short term, but you know, expect that possibility. Smaller time frames, just saying, and we're at a definitely good area for that. Question is, will it, man? Because this 4 hour. I feel like my mic's okay. There we go. 4 hour. If we get a 4 hour open and close above this 60-cent area for Cardano, baby. And Ichimoku Cloud says, baby, I'm there. I'm ready. Why you playing? Let's go. I went yesterday. I started yesterday. Come on. Keep up. Ichimoku's there. He's like that little, I don't know, that little lap dog, that little Yorkie or something. I don't know. It's got more energy than Yorkie. Those Pomeranians, man. They don't ever shut up. At least not around strangers. They must be little darlings on their own, but I've never met one when I've been introduced to it that I actually, you know, fell in love with their cuddliness. They look cuddly. They look really cuddly. Little poof ball powder puffs with teeth. Sharp little teeth. 15-minute is breaking above that. It hasn't gotten above this higher high over here, so we gotta get above that. We basically gotta get it hit 60 to keep it, baby. Ada looking good. Where are you trying to go, Ada? Did we already discuss this? Short-term memory loss right there. Yeah. It was 90 cents that we're looking at. Also looking for $1.23. That's an area to contend with. So, and then we're shooting for this little guy right here. $2. That sounds crazy to think about. From where we are now, 60 cents to the next target is going to be 58, almost a 60% move. That's to about 89 cents. And going from here to 121, 122, that's 113%. So we're making some progress, but you know, it's about dang time. How long have we been sitting on this? So all of this, when you zoom it out, you know, it looks kind of flat, boring, blah, man. It was, right? When you zoom in, you can, you know, it looks a little prettier. You got some ranges here, but dude, we got all the way down to 24 cents there. So really, man, 60 cents, we're not too far from the bottom. Just saying, for you people that feel like you are late, you actually got a little that little line right here. Once we make it up past 60 cents, like I'm saying, that's actually your conservative trade. Or it's starting to move. Let's get it. You know, it's where like bigger money would wait. They want to see momentum that something is taking off, right? I know it's a mindset. It's kind of crazy. From the degen mindset, like screw that. I'm gonna buy right now. Buy now. What's FOMO? They do things a little different down there. Man, we've already passed that measured move there. We're good. She might get a little pullback. Might see her come back to 46 cents. It could happen. I'd rather not. I'd rather see it go 60 and above rather than doing a pullback. That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for that scenario. That's bullish as all get out. But like I said, when the 100 crosses over the 200 like that, you probably could expect a pullback, maybe back to the bottom of this range. Could happen. That's a yummy place to buy and add to your bags if you feel like it. Personally, right now, I feel like I've got my coffers full enough of this, so sit down. You get that feeling like, I don't want to add any more of this or that. And then you usually regret that, you know, about a year later, I've found. So, you know, just letting you know. The other one we were going to look at was Algorand, which has been surprisingly doing well. Algorand, we looked at this a few nights ago, I think before it popped, right? I'm just saying because 50 crossing the 200, just like a lot of coins are doing that right now. Look for that on the daily, either for it getting ready to happen or just maybe it's just happened recently. This is buy time for whatever you're seriously looking for on the daily. This is buy time. Buy those bags to win those last minute things because stuff's about to go. That's what that means. But it only means that if you have a blue 50 moving average and a yellow 200 on the daily. Other than that, you're on your own. Nothing I say or do should be construed as financial advice. It is merely crypto opinion from a dude that dresses like a clown on the internet. Don't that make you feel kind of silly for being here right now? If you think about it. Don't go. Don't click off. Gosh darn it. Helen, shut the door. We lost another one. Lock them in. Don't let them go. Algo, are you seriously? You're on 20 cents, Algorand. Wow. So you got above the 16 cent area right here. That was kind of a big one. You fumbled with that one over here too. Fumbled with it. Okay, so that's major. We'll go ahead and mark that. Definitely don't want to see you go below that area there. Let's mark you. This area is what? 16.4. We don't want to go below that. This area is going to be a booger. A big old slimy one. Did you just go behind? Oh, there you go. What? Did you just draw a trend line right there? I didn't mean to do that. All right, so basically that's going to be kind of where we head. Another little area that we got to get past right here in the middle. So we've got a range thing going on. We'll try to range again in this area because honestly, that's what these bigger players do. These can we call them blue chips? Algorand, I consider Algorand a blue chip. They got a lot of coins and a huge market cap, and that makes them turtles. Solid, slow turtles for the most part for gains, but you know, even turtles have their place in this road trip that we're on. You gotta have a turtle. What's life without turtles? Shut up and chart, Road Dog. Shut up and chart. So the area that we just cleared right there, and the one we marked, I want to just go ahead and pull it up now to that fib now that we've identified that one as a 236 area. Good. And this other headache area, that's still going to be a headache area, but it's right there with our 618 fib. Gonna mark you because I don't want to forget you. I'm also going to mark this 786 area right above it because I'd like to do that every time. Every time you see me, I'm probably going to do it. And if you watch me very closely, I always watch The 1.27, because that is the one that I just I have a secret affair with, and maybe it's not secret anymore, but look how beautifully that lines up with this little week down here in this area. Yeah, I want to make it. And you're only taking it from this swing high to there. It's not even the full move. Algo can do some damage, man. I mean, he's holding this one for a long time, and he's holding it for a long time. Algorand, you go up today? I mean, she flatlines, or it seems like she flatlines a lot, but she does go up. It kind of sneaks. To me, I think it's one of those that kind of sneaks up on you. You just kind of look at your portfolio every other week and like, oh, hey, you still going up? Thought you were dead. Are you breathing? But every time you look back, there's a little bit, goes up a little bit more. She got as high as $3, but she liked to hang out around $1.80, $1.90, just right under $2. She liked to hang out around there. That's a nice little target to swing for, in my personal opinion. Does have me curious what we do have overall now for Algorand, since we do have that swing high there. Let's do the big top-down analysis here. Identify these major areas at 77 cents that we've got to go by. This is on the big picture. I don't write the rules. I'm just telling you what the game plan is saying, what the roadsides are saying. Well, that's an area, and look, it was a top over here. It was an area back there. It was support, so resistance, support. It was resistance here again. So a major area, 77 cents for Algorand. That's the big one we got to get past. And then again, as I always do, I got to love that 618 and the 786. And since I'm here, 380 for the wish list. So, my friend, we are sitting at 20 cents right now. Can we 10x that and go to $1.91? I'm going to say, hell, yes, we can. When this bull market is going, it will definitely do that. May take it a little bit. It may not take it that. It takes it a while to get started. Once it gets started, it goes. That's the problem. But it's, if you could only catch this coin when it gets started, it would save you a lot of, oh crap. Are you breathing? Poke it. Poke it again. Call the doctor. Oh hell. It's in a coma. You know, you can kind of bypass a lot of like that's been going on since June. And personally, I think that's what a lot of people are doing. There was the same price that we were back in April. Same price we were back in April before the all crap fell through. It's making this around, just making this gains. I think it's looking good. It's Ruby says, what about Matic and Avalanche? Matico? Matico? See, I like this. I want to take a closer look at this one. Jeez, look at that big old screwed up mess. We're going to re-articulate all this, as I like. Well, first of all, we can start out with the fibs, and then I'll get to trend lines here in just a second, but just starting out with fibs. We're right here at that major area, which, you know, like I said, we gotta get above it. And that's the major area that we're fighting with right now. Once we do get above it, hey man, it's on. Should be on. It's a good time to think that it's on. It would be the good play to say, hey, play it like it's on. So 191, 235. So we were following these trend lines, right? These, it broke it, retested, came down. So then we had to start following. And we trying to follow this. And it made sense for a little while, right? So you can do it this way. It can work. It's generally a good idea. Try not to cut through candles, but you had to have this wick, so you could try it, and that would give you support. It still worked. It's a valid trend line. But the wick down here also makes this valid too. So it kind of just broadened out our scope here, showing us what our path that we're on, kind of like shining the flashlight down the road or something. Sometimes it goes a little to the, spreads out. So we're doing this way, nice little bear trap, pop back in above that trend line. I'm taking that as a very good sign to move toward the upside of whatever we got going on here. Let me adjust this trend line here on this particular time frame. Yeah, that lines up even better. Good. Touch, wick, okay. Sometimes you have to do some adjusting when you change time frames too. So nice. There's also that little guy going on. So, is that a megaphone? Doesn't mean that you're going to play this, but it's an idea to look at because it's, wouldn't that be nice to go take a move straight up to the top of that, get up about 250. Not saying that that's what's going to happen at all, but it's a possibility. It's right there. That trend line could be valid. Just as valid as this one right here that you got to bring back into that pattern to see that happen. Do you see that? And we might be looking at a scenario kind of like that. But overall, there's still a bigger picture. Lots of different ways you can look at that. I'm looking for some volume down here. Not seeing as much as I would like. Maybe that will come in. 3-day chart's got the green light for go ahead. More upside. Matic looks good, man. Matic looks like we got a breakout. If you want to look at it, this trend line, a lot of people would be looking at that. Looking at this maybe as a symmetrical triangle, you can do that. You could also channelify it. Well, not so much. I'm not really liking the angles there. That's odd. They usually, those are pretty solid. You gotta give me something though. Okay, that, I'll buy that. Okay, just I've got to see something in this. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. It doesn't fit too well for this, so I wasn't crazy about that. So, but we do have some. Okay, I like to confirm things. If I didn't see that, I would start doubting whether this trend line was valid or where it was going to be something I can count on. But right now, so either way, there's several different ways to look at this, pattern-wise, trend lines-wise, but zooming out, we're clearly getting a breakout of a much bigger pattern, triangle pattern, and it's got a hellacious measured move. Do you want to know what it is? Do you want to see what it is? Let's see if we got a little confluence. That's a crazy measure move, man. Crazy. Giving us a little confluence for this area up about $3.40. So I like what I see on Matic. Matic is sitting at what, 92 cents right now. Hasn't been here for a while. It's been down in the nuts for a while at a nice 50 to 54 cent area. Great place to pick it up. Going are the days where it was 4 cents when it really made people happy and earned its name. Back over in these areas. It's just getting ready to rip from where she is right now to that 618. That's doubling in price right there. You can easily moon back. Put whatever you're putting in now. When we get to that area, sell half of it, pull your capital out, and then you got house money, letting it ride on the house. So that's if you don't have a bag of Matic, that would be a cool way to get one. Just throwing it out there. An avalanche. Did we didn't look at avalanche, did we? They are pumping. Pump, baby, pump. I'm on the 3-day chart here. So anytime that we are right above a 9 moving average, it's bullish. And we are doing that definitely here on the 3-day. What I like so much right now, just gives me the warm fuzzies and tinglies, is this little sliver of green Ichimoku cloud. Just sitting way out of here, this little island of green. It's not big and thick or anything. It's just a little sliver. You'd probably hardly even notice it if you weren't looking for it because it's so far away from price action. It's not up close to price action at all. It's not like it was a big old green cloud just sitting right here waiting for us to touch it. Nope. AVAX, I believe, is about to get very interesting here. We're sitting at $32, which seems incredible because 22 seemed like a good high for the longest. It kept getting rejected there so often that just became ingrained in our mind. Well, that's it. Yeah, she's going down from here, and this time she did it. This time she played low bull flag, which is still in play right now. Let's take that measured move. Let me draw the top of the flag. For the breakout. Now that measured move takes us up to about $37, so we do have that current target for anybody curious. If you are target curious, $37.65 is, might give you what you're that little itch there. I don't know. What are you saying? 37.53. Short-term target, yeah, it makes sense. It actually lines up nicely with these tops over here, support resistance slip. It makes a great little target, so I like that measure move. We're also in that short little window where those bull flags, have a good chance of playing out. They don't always play out, just letting you know that, but they do have a 57% chance to break to the upside and to meet that move from the flagpole. Now that area that we're looking at, about $37, is also coming up to where this area that we gotta get above, the one that we were just talking about over here way to the left. So we need to mark that guy. Let's mark that line. That's the make it or break it moment. That is, will we keep doing more of this stuff? God help us if that's the case. Or will we get above it and start doing more of this stuff? I'll take box number 2, Johnny. I do concur. Because $93 AVAX. Oh, baby. Nice. It's only a 3x from here, but if you were buying on the lows when it was back, $11, $10, $12, $93, 116. Nice. It's a good feeling because you can see that it's coming. And it is. It is on its way. It'll take it a while to get here. This is the time in the market and people start feeling the FOMO for things that they're not in or things that they wish they had more of. And so they start buying those green candles. I know, start breaking those rules on the weekend and stuff. It's crazy how this messes with their heads. But that is why we're going to start seeing more and more, and you'll see some encouragement to do that. And like we said, this is the window where you can actually do it and get away with it. Buy high and sell higher. It's a magical little time in crypto. If I had to describe this, if you live your life like buy Bitcoin If you can tell your life story by the price of Bitcoin. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I remember when Bitcoin dropped down to 32,000. That's when me and my wife, we took it. Oh, it hit 47. That was a bad day. I remember that. Yeah. I was stuck in Arizona over there. Had a flat. Crazy. We're a lot like. I show this a lot, but this is another thing. This part of the market. After we just did what we did with Bitcoin with the breaking out of this triangle pattern. It's a lot like it. It is so much like it is crazy. Sentiment and everything. How price action is working out and everything. And so seeing the total 3 is giving us the go ahead for much more money to come in right now. Over these next few weeks, next few months even. Remember total 3? Yeah. And I mean, there's not much resistance there for a lot of money to come in quick, fast, and dirty. It's going to be a nice winter and spring, I believe, for altcoins. They will have their pullbacks, and they usually do. And let's just go ahead and talk about this now. In a couple of weeks, what is today? Is the 9th? Maybe in this next week, next couple of weeks, you may see some sell-offs with the tax loss harvesting kind of plan. A lot of people might do that. You might see it first happen with Bitcoin, probably a little sell-off there. But it's definitely not happened today. Probably not happening this weekend, but goodness gracious. Might there be a run up and then, a nice little sell-off sometime around the 14th, 15th, possible. Decembers can be exciting, but they gather little dead spots too. And toward the end of December seems to be one of those too, right after Christmas. So it'll be interesting to kind of see where we are again this year. As we get into 2024, when the magic starts. Well, it's when it starts. Well, it's starting now, but it's when it gets stirred up and kind of simmering and starts going, starts cooking. When we start cooking, we're still technically in the prep stage right now. What Iniquit says, hope you got in on that Cyber Arena pump. Let's go check that out. I did get it on Cat. I cannot remember what I had going on here or when I had this. It could have been very long ago. Anyway, I'm looking more for this bigger target up here, about the 0.0078. I think we were looking for this, right? I can't remember. We're looking at, I think it bounced off of this, or it already bounced. Jeez. That's how bad my memory is. Anyway, this is the 127 level. That's the one I've got my eye on to maybe do something that might let me moonbag it. I believe that's what we got. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I kind of like what I saw on that too. So I appreciate you for mentioning that. I got a little bit in. I didn't put a whole lot in here. Small bag, but I did want to make a play on it because I did like what I was seeing. So we got a series of higher highs and higher lows here. So this is a 618 fib area that we're struggling with right now. Looks like. From where? Oh, from here. Okay, gotcha. Had to remember where I got some of these lines. I think this is this is all short term though. I expect this one I would just ignore these, honestly. Just get rid of them. They're just in the way, man. They're just in the way for more, So what was so interesting about this coin? This is cat. Almost gotta wait for me. Cyber Arena. There we go. So yes, it does have, you know, at one time I would consider this just a huge supply, but now it's not. 5 billion maximum supply. We kind of got a taste about what these can kind of do now. 817 million circulating supply right now. This is where it is. $2.8 million market cap. Like this one is.
It's a baby. It's a little baby.
If a little baby grows into a big monster. And yeah, we want some of those mean dogs right there. We want some of those big old pit bulls.
It's a little pit bull baby.
It's going to grow up and probably tear some faces off. So I like to get in when they're young and when they're so they know who I am and they know not to bite me. But the all-time high was 6 days ago. We're just down to 18% from it. I mean, it's at the highs now, but it's still at such a small market cap. It's not really the high. It's still. It just looks like a mountain now. It just looks like a mountain. It is not. Looks like a big old huge mountain. You're like, no, I can't buy that. No. Like, really? You're going to pay attention to rules now? I mean, for the last year, like, been doing the opposite, but right now it's okay to say, oh, no, I'm going to stick by some rules. I'm not going to buy the green candles. I'm not going to buy the tops. Maybe it's the tops is the bottoms is right now for a lot of these coins. It is for this one, in my personal opinion, $2.8 million if this one does a nice little takeoff. Cyber Arena, a little metaverse kind of play. I don't know. Might have something going on. World's first interactive AR and VR battle metaverse powered by Doge. Go figure that out. They're with DAO Maker, Doge Chain, GameFi.org, Lunar Digital Assets. I know very little about this whatsoever other than number go up, so I wanted the number to go up with it. I gave it some numbers to take up with it. That's what I did. That's what I tried to do. Cool website. Hey, you look like me. That's my brother right there. Kung Fu. Southpaw. Strike says, yeah, the tax season's going for discounts. Very well said. Yeah, if you get any dry powder, which I'm preaching to the choir right here, or how do you do that? I don't know. More talking to myself right now because I can't seem to don't hold on to that dry powder. Maybe that dry powder goes through my fingers. Lordy, my allocated dry powder has been finding its way to Orty lately. Just nibbling a little bit at Orty. But it's a good time to have a little because there will be a drop in altcoins. I'm just telling you, it's not going to keep going up. It looks great now, but if you can peel off a little, shave off a little here and there, whatever, make a nice little ice cone smoothie thingy, you know, ice cone, icy cone, ice shake, whatever. Whatever mnemonic that you want to use to allegory metaphor. Literally illusion. Whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you. Just try to get some because there's some downside coming. Not yet, but it's coming. And a lot of times that comes fast and heavy and like, oh God, what's happening? It's going to zero. And then the bears come out and they have their field day. Crypto Savvy starts tweeting out, I told you, it's all the bubble pattern. It's getting ready to pop. You guys are just too stupid to see it. My bubble keeps taking me up because it's got some helium in it. Speaking of which, let's take a look at helium. Not one of my favorite coins at all, but it kind of worked there, and I know it's been doing good. Little guys at $4.70. I have no idea why. I don't personally like this project. I did like them. I liked what they started out with, but they keep flip-flopping and changing the direction. Like I don't even know who they are. I don't know that they know who they are, but number go up right now. So if you've been sitting on bags of helium, you've probably already sold out. I don't know. I know I did sell some in profit. Will it go up? I don't know. I did have a high regard for helium, HNT, but after what they did with their miners and all that, the first run, and then they went to 5G. I don't know, man. It's kind of like they started something and then just let it out there to dry. Not what you want to do in crypto. Not if you want to be taken seriously. I cannot find the right chart to go with here. So Cardano, looking good. Adam, we looked at that recently and said, hey, maybe it's getting ready to do something. She is. Got the green light right there. Got the buy signal. Yes, ma'am. Adam's getting ready to head up toward the $14 area. Sure enough. I&J, my little baby there. I'm so proud of you. Look at you, man. I mean, normally you would expect we come back to the bottom of the trend line. I mean, that's should happen. Started flagging out. You're like, maybe not this time, but now she's trying to do it. Can she break above this trend line here? That's the big question, because that's a big one. She's trying. She's trying hard. There's some bearish divergence there, I'm just telling you, which, unless she tries to go parabolic, breaking out of this, which, gosh, we thought she just went parabolic, right? With this crazy move from $7 to 18. If she breaks out of this, she's going freaking crazy. I mean, I got $28, $31 here. I mean, we're talking, you know, geez, maybe looking like at $38. She does something crazy like that. If we are fortunate enough to see something like this, we could be looking at some like $40 I&J, which is crazy. Not saying that that's going to happen. I'm not calling it, but it is nice. She's breaking out a blue flag. She's got the chance to do that. So, my gosh. It looks like she's trying. Technically, we should M here and pull back, you know, halfway or maybe down here to 10. Keep our eye on that, but if she does pop above there and retest, hold on to your hats, man. Something big's happening for I&J. I like it. I almost missed out on her, but I didn't. Buying at $5.50 doesn't feel so bad now. It hurt back then. I didn't like it. You know, I should have got you at $1.68. Sometimes it's hard to pull that trigger because it feels like you are buying tops when you're not. Having said that, don't buy the tops. Caspa's just kind of hanging out, man. We looked at that earlier today in the daytime show, or on the it's in the Telegram group. I've just got areas that hey, good buy zones. It could technically come down to 6.5, 7 cents. It could. I'm looking about the 9 to 10.5 cent area possible. We have lost some trend line, or we've lost some moving averages over here. They haven't crossed yet, so there's still like a Hail Mary play that could happen. And I mean, it might do it. Caspa's crazy enough, it might do that because it is respecting this trend line so far. So as long as it respects that, I can't say anything bad about it. But once it breaks it, I'm going to talk dirty about it like it's a dog. I'm just telling you. Cass, I can't believe you did that. But as long as this holds, it's a good sign. But I'm not guaranteeing they will. If she does lose this, and hey, Juicy, buy some, because I think if she comes down, you need to buy some Caspa. Caspa can do some big things. But I'm on Naka. She's just holding steady here. She's not really doing anything. It looks like she might be a possible head and shoulders type formation forming here. Maybe. Those kind of suck a little bit. Bring us right back down to the bottom of this, hopefully not further than this orange line. Because I still think she's trying to go parabolic to the upside. Just taking her own sweet time right now. So measured move could get us down to our buy place. Way back where our breakout zone when we had our buy thing. Man, you just came short of hitting my target. How dare you? For 66% gains, what'd you give me? 63? I want to speak to your manager. So Naka, I still think she's getting up to 315 and higher. She's just kind of fooling around right here, and she'll do that. She does that a little bit, it seems like. Hey dog, can you look at BTC on the monthly chart? Sure can, Grizz.
When you're kissing my neck and grabbing my leg, pushing me backwards into your bed, baby, you're all I need, but I don't wanna dive too deep, so I pick up my clothes and be on my way, leave you unknown.
Is that my trend line? So that's what it looks like on Hikinashi. Let's see what it looks like on the regular candles in there. Ooh, she's pushing up through a green cloud. That's highly unusual. Sometimes you will get on a certain trend on a certain time frame, and it's like it's doing opposite. And I haven't found an explanation for that, but I noticed 8 hour does that sometimes, and sometimes maybe the 6, like on the clouds. But that may be what we're seeing here on the monthlies, where we're don't normally go up through a green cloud. So nice strong candle. I likes it. We're making some higher highs here. So the areas of resistance, of course, you know, where we'd be at about 45,000. Some people are looking, and you know, I can see that. We'll come back up to this area and we can get rejected, and then maybe make a lower low. Make a high. We're not making a higher high. We make a lower low. Or at best, we come back and excuse me. Or at best we come back and see if we can double bottom back around these areas. We're going back to 15,000. Get ready for it. It's coming. Yeah. But just in case some of those people saying that there were also the same ones saying that we're going back to 3,000 right over here. What, they're wrong like they were last time? Don't want to miss out on that. I don't see anything bad on the monthly. I see something good with that candle. The only thing I can see that we are coming into some resistance areas there, definitely. Now break it down to the 2 week. What I will point out on the monthly is that we are above that 9 moving average, and I always say, if you're above that 9. Granny always said, if you're riding that 9, you got a big smile on your face. Granny likes that 9 moving average. So it's definitely above the 9. So as long as it's above the 9, I can't say anything bad about it. Let's see if we can come over to the 3 months. 3 months not above the 9. Interesting. 2-month is nice. We're gaining ground there. Oh, Ichimoku Cloud looks interesting on the 2-month. So interesting. Now, since we're talking about moving averages here, now notice that we do have, we got that bearish cross of the 9 over the 21 here. So that's a little something to kind of hold us back. We're above both of them now, of course, but that's something we got to see that cross, and that's going to take several months. Duh. Probably half a year before that happens, but we got to see that. Here on the monthly, though, the 9 is crossed over the 50 and the 21. 21's crossed over the 50, so that's a little kind of balancing to keep us from flying off too high. There's enough bearishness. What I'm trying to say is there's enough bearishness there with that cross to kind of counteract all the bullishness that we got from the 9 doing so well. So we can expect to, stumble up in this area around 48,000 and below. And I've said this, but they were just really in a bigger range now. How long we will stay in this range, I don't know, but somewhere around, and it may not like it, and it will go against my little triangle theory here, but I mean, it could be as low as 30,000. I can't believe you just said that, but it's true. That's why I'm saying it. It could be as big as this, that we just kind of range through here for a while. Like, maybe through January and gosh, that was already April. Maybe in spring, late spring, or, early summer, it pulls back to 30,000 again before going up. Something like that could happen. We're a ways away from all that, though. But right now, I can't see anything bad on the monthly for Bitcoin. Unless you got something that you can point out. It's just that green cloud looks kind of weird. It's that little sliver of green over here, though. I like that. Here it says above the 9, looking fine. Yep. Granny likes it. All right, guys, I appreciate you for being here. If you can, hit that like button.
For those of you out there that are hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Just to give one of these for the channel. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Just taking one final look here. Bitcoin is coming in at $44,354. People calling for it to go down, and I'm just looking at them like, what? Not far. I just see good things coming in the market right now. We're very fortunate, and we just count our blessings for that. Take advantage of it, and there's going to be some surprise things popping off this weekend. Should be interesting as they play with our emotions this weekend one more time. Guys, I'll see you again here tomorrow night. God bless you. Keep God in your life. Keep positive. Keep trading. Make that life-changing money, and see you tomorrow night.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was
Good night, John boy.
it was fine, never mind. Unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, pass my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big, come on, play.
Some call him the Nostradamus of crypto. His charting skills have discovered new entire galaxies. He once was engaged to Satoshi Nakamoto's oldest sister. He is the most interesting trader And today we asked him, what do you do when the market crashes?
I buy more. And I also subscribe to Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.